Hi, class of 2023.
Hello, class of 2023.
Class of 2023, how are you?
Hello, class of 2023.
Hi, seniors.
Hey, seniors.
Hi, seniors.
Hey, class of 2023. It's Mr. Charon coming at you from all those years ago. Congratulations, first of all. You kids have been through heck. You started with your isolation as freshmen, and that had to be a rough year, not a great way to begin a high school experience. But I'm sure that you've made the most of it, knowing what your group was like when you were with me. I was so honored to be your teacher.
I'm super proud of you for graduating. I have really good memories. Everything that we did in class, on our team, we had a lot of fun. You guys were sweet and funny and smart and beautiful.
I'm just remembering how awesome of a class you guys were, especially you guys that I had on forensics. I remember how much fun we had together.
Yeah, and that's how I ended up in jail for the last 4 years.
Man, Quinn, I'm telling you, you can't trust the government. I've been saying that for years.
Wow, that's insane, Quinn. The closest thing I've been to jail was recess detention in 3rd grade.
Okay, dude, the teachers were so weird for that, actually. Oh, you remember the spelling test we had to do? Those were lame.
That feels like so long ago, but those memories will last a lifetime.
Probably the most enthusiastic period two I've had in a very long time. It was hard not to be. I had some pretty loud folks in there. Metzinger, Bachman, Trina, the happiest student I ever had, Hensler, Lily was in there. You guys always came in, you're always fighting about something. You also tried to cheat on a couple of note checks by having the identical notes. Hopefully you got better at cheating as you got to the high school.
Will Weibel, one of the nicest kids I ever had. Love seeing you every day, Will. Cam Levy, oh my God, your name jumps out. I hate even giving you a shout out because you did literally the least amount of work anybody has ever done in my class ever. But somehow then I have a positive memory of you. I don't know why. Some more names. Joey Badillion, great kid.
A special shout out to Sammy Buick for sending me my favoriteest dog ever.
Weather. Jonathan, I still remember it, every day. I think about you most mornings. But you know who I really think about? Who's my number one Michigan State fan? Dylan Nelson.
Man, those Bower Hill days were the best.
Did any of us even go to PV?
Who really cares? Bower Hill was just so much better anyway.
Hey, watch your mouth. I went to PV, and it was 10 times the school Bower Hill will ever be.
Okay, Dino Stars single-handedly makes Bower Hill the better school, and if you want to argue with that, show me what even musical did you do?
You know what? PV was way better, okay? We had the Pittsburgh musical over some stupid dinosaur musical.
Well, we had Pittsburgh Day, so you're not special.
We were a blue ribbon school, so the debate's over.
You guys are insane. I've never seen a debate as intense as Bower Hill versus PV.
PV is miles better. We have 2 playgrounds.
PV was better because of the fish tank.
Bower Hill's backboards were too big for no reason. Their school is in the shape of an L. The mascot What's the mascot? A bee. We had a panda.
Bower Hill is so much better.
PV is better because it's literally in the shape of a W. Like if you look at the overarching. No, come here. We made the same point. Get in the same video. If you look at it, a W.
Shape of an L. Their school's in the shape of an L.
Yeah. Who's the dude? Heinz Ward. Heinz Ward came to our school. Y'all guys have that?
PV is for pampered kids. You guys are just as soft as the panda.
Bower Hill is obviously the better option, and I don't think there needs to be any explanation for it. Bower Hill's better because they actually had room for me when I moved here.
Bower Hill is better because there was more of us, so we all had more friends.
PV is better.
PV was better because we had 2 playgrounds.
We all agree PV had the best playground. Like, we had not one, we had 2. And I have so many memories under those monkey bars.
Man, I could totally go for breaking my arm on a swing right now.
My favorite playground memory was playing football on the concrete at McMurray, and Seth Bachman threw a pick to me, and I ran it back for a pick 6 on the last day of school. Seth, I own you.
One time I was on the swings and some kid told me that they would break my little kitten bones if I didn't get off.
It was the X-Wave at McMurray.
I'm Jack, and this is Elena.
Rest in peace, the X-Wave.
Rip.
Rip.
All right, my worst playground memory at McMurray was when I was in a wheelchair and somebody had pushed me down the blacktop and I had to roll all the way back.
I have a distinct memory of someone getting in a fight with Gio DeChickus in lunch and breaking his chain.
Okay, so mine was in first grade. Lauren Sarniak, Gabby Bachman, Elisa DiVentura, and we called ourselves the Eskimos, and then we played tag, and then we ran away from the boys, and then we had like little keychains, and then we all had superpowers.
My favorite playground memory is probably winding my swing up and then letting it go and spinning really fast and then hitting my head on the metal bar in between.
My best playground memory is probably playing kickball at McMurray.
My best playground memory was playing football and kickball in the McMurray parking lot.
But do you remember the rise of QO Prods and Rowdy Stool? What a year.
You all remember the month of December?
Okay, so my worst school memory is we went outside in, I think it was 6th grade for extra recess, and my friends and I were playing tag, and I tripped running up like the stairs that go onto the playground, and I bit my lip open right here, and it was like gushing blood, and I almost had to go to the hospital because the nurse thought that I bit completely through my lip.
My worst memory is when my 7th grade art teacher gave me a detention on my birthday for painting my entire forearm purple.
Elementary school was one of the best years of my life. I low-key peaked in 2nd grade though.
Really? 2nd grade was the worst year of my life. One time I called my teacher mom and started crying in front of everyone.
Oh man, remember when you passed out in 2nd grade?
Dude, shut up, that was so embarrassing.
You know what else is embarrassing?
Oh!
In 3rd grade, I was coming back from outdoor recess and my retainer fell out of my lunchbox and I found out that somebody stepped on it after it fell out when we were walking back into Bower Hill.
My worst memory from high school was finding out that I got cheated on before homecoming at the homecoming football game. And then I went home and half of my friends knew and they didn't tell me.
My worst high school memory is my freshman year. I was running out to my sister's car and I was wearing a dress and the bottom of my dress got stuck underneath my backpack. Luckily I had Nike Pros on, but all my sister's senior guy friends were right behind me and it was very embarrassing.
My favorite memory was in middle school when John threw milk at the wall and it got all over the cafeteria and it was just so funny and our table talked about it for days.
So one of my favorite high school memories was when me and a lot of my friends would go to the courts sophomore year, and my one friend, he's terrible at basketball, but we're wondering if he could make how many tries it would take him to make this half-court shot, and he shot it, and the first try it went in, and everyone went crazy.
Come on!
Those 2 first years were bad, but they were not worse than middle school. That was the cringiest times of our lives.
No, for real. I wonder what those teachers actually thought of us.
I do remember Roman Costanza and Ryan Deegan having this battle royale of arguments in my period 2, and I just thought it was too early in the morning.
The Chickas, McCullough, Falbo, who never spoke to me in class but would talk to me outside of class, Isabella Figueroa. So it was actually a really, really great period too.
Vesely and Muehlbauer, you guys always came back and visited me, probably more than most anybody else. That was awesome. You guys are awesome, and I really liked you guys too. Nick DeSaio, Seifer, you know I love the Seifs. Guna, love all them Gunas. Hallie Rist, super nice, but you never came back and visited me. Not too happy about that. Peyton Urker, one of the nicest, awesomest kids I ever had.
Period 3, I actually have no idea how we got anything done because we had Kai Holmes and Liam Listison and Riley Grudai, Isaac Capel, Robbie Salava, Colby Wilding. Like, how in the world did we learn anything in social studies?
Taylor Lilly and Lauren Sarniak and Sophia Trapanotto, Jimmy Scroops, you were in that class as well. And I just remember really enjoying that class. And I feel like every day we had a lot of fun. I think about Austin Malley and Griff Stroud and Kara Ligori and Julia Scarton and Allie Henderson.
Emma Mioch and Abby O'Corn, like powerhouse girls versus all of those guys. Oh my God, what a disaster.
Then we went to period 3, which couldn't really even be considered a class because there was like 9 of you in there. Mark Olmo.
I remember a lot of kissing scenes that happened. I think we had some love connections. My only shout out, of course, has to go to my baby boy, my little Gavin. So good luck with your future. Make me proud.
Isn't it weird to think those awkward little middle schoolers are walking around our old high school right now?
I was just there recently picking up my niece, and I swear we were not that awkward.
I don't know, we were pretty awkward in middle school. I will say, I don't miss the old high school at all. We had it so much better at the new building.
You know, I wonder if the teachers miss anything about the old school.
I would describe the class of 2023 as a group of open-minded young people that have been a lot of fun.
My memory of the class can best be described by my 3rd period junior lit course. It was unique in so many ways.
The best at being a crowd and doing the roller coasters.
I think the best thing I can remember about this class is kindness, both to one another and to myself.
Hearing stories about Ryan's working at the gyro place down the road.
In general, pretty sassy, and I dig it.
I remember Jesse Roberts, how much he loved America.
Shout out to Ava Ansel. What's up?
I had this person at the end of the semester, freshman year, so 2019 going into 2020, and I was sick. And the day after, the kid came back and brought me a container of soup.
I remember Eli's tank tops.
Ceramics honors class. Your guys are just insane.
Ryan Hawkins and his rapping.
My 3 ultimate Frisbee team captains, Brady McRoberts, Jake Langlois, and Griffin Stroud.
I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thanks for making your mark on PTHS.
Period 5, 6, I think I remember Sophia Blasey and Austin Malley flirting like nonstop. Did that ever become a thing? No? Maybe? Joey DeLucia, I love you. You were my first Hamiltonian.
Abby Mountain, Alexa Camille, and Lizzie Syverson.
Oglesby got 100% on everything. Schoolless and I were trying to scheme to make our $1 million. It didn't pan out too good. Zernjabal was in there.
Maddie Ponce and Bondi, you guys came back and visited me a lot too, and you helped out with volleyball. Best of luck to both of you. You're both awesome kids. Jonathan Lynn, awesome kid. Always thinking you love that weather, buddy. Colton Bush, such a nice kid.
Period 9, I know you were robbed of the litany. Stupid fire drills. And you never actually recovered from it. But all I will say is that legit, some of the most awesome girls ever. In my period 9, Shelby Bonchik, you are the most incredible person ever. Rachel Zeislov, phenomenal. My Alexandra Kartsonis, you guys were just so freaking awesome.
I had a great time with all of you, whether it was with volleyball with Emma Raphael or Elena Torino or Irene, or as we moved into basketball with I think I had Brooke, Lexi, Kara, I think Trap was there, all of you guys.
Sydney Bonchak, one of the most talented artists I've had.
4 or 5, you guys were quiet, but you always asked really good questions. Bomeridge was in there, she's here. Seth Bachman was in there. Ryder Mertens was in there. Mason Lewis, you died literally 900 times, I'm pretty sure, in period 4 or 5, and got married 900 times. Rutherford and Petty were in there. They were pretty quiet, though. Zervos would sit in the front, and we chat about, the day and all of those things. It was a really good class. Oh, Feisty Fight was always angry about something, and Go Gabriel was always, acing stuff as well.
Colby Wilding, always liked him, nice kid. Mason Schultz.
And a special shout out to my Anna Lord. I miss you, and I think you are fantastic. So I wish you the best of luck. Colby Wilding, I will never forget you for the Mr. Mayolo comment that you made just, I believe, a year ago. You're on my list, pal, just so you know.
Roman Costanza, such a nice kid. Tess Lozar, Sadowski, Malia Bodie. I seen you, Malia, working at Starbucks, too. Ooh, a lot of you work at Starbucks.
Man, I can't believe those teachers actually had to put up with us for 4 years. We were pretty rowdy.
One word to describe my senior class is rad.
Awesome.
Extreme.
Great. Extraordinary.
Wicked. Average. Memorable.
Invigorating.
One way to describe my senior class is lit.
Questionable.
Rowdy.
Stole. QO prods.
Freaky. Awesome. Epic.
Chaotic.
Interesting. Fun.
Resilient.
Rambunctious.
Hardworking.
Funny.
Compassionate.
COVID.
Chaotic.
Interesting.
Gritty.
Crazy.
Lit.
Movie.
One word to describe my senior class is porter. Good.
Rambunctious.
Awesome.
Eclectic.
Unproductive.
Unique. Unbelievable.
Amusing. Swag.
Fierce.
Statistically significant. Stupid.
Interesting.
Tough.
Funny.
Awesome. Peaceful.
Smart.
Mid.
Gifted.
Squirrely. Diverse.
Fabulous.
Loud.
Interesting.
Brilliant.
Good. Overcoming.
Oh, you know that they loved us.
Mrs. Bondi, what are you doing here?
Hi, kids. I'm here to give you some sage advice. Don't play that card. He's got a red skip.
What a snitch.
Honestly, that's some great advice, Miss Bonai.
You're welcome.
Period 9, Ansel. I'm pretty sure you still owe me an essay because you never turned that one in. Hart was in there. Oh, Ryan Brown's epic catch when I chucked the pen at her and she caught it like in midair. It was phenomenal. Ferguson was in there. Parker. Tannehill was probably still worried about the test I gave her 5 years ago. Grace Kruger. Oh, Chapanato was in there. Spiteri. That was actually a really good class. You guys were fun to teach as well.
McRoberts.
Whether it was with Matthias not paying attention in class, yes, Matthias, I know you were always sleeping, it's okay. Or whether it was Ron Deegan giving me that wry smile because he understood the joke that nobody else understood. That was a big time enjoyment as well. Or whether it was Evan Williams sitting in the back trying to figure out my political affiliation. Same with Abby O'Corn.
Little Hunter. Oh.
Period 10, which I figured out early that as long as I let you guys kind of have like your own venting or therapy session for about 5 to 10 minutes, then we could get on with it, because Gatos and Casilli always came in and they always had something to say, and it was great because everyone else kind of like hopped in on it. But that was an interesting class to teach. I loved actually teaching that class. Casilli, Gatos, Sam Balish was in there, Laney Blake, Brooke Matthews, Mulk, Griffith, Palick, Olsen. Like, it was a great class. And then Hannah Baker would just sit there silently and then like every so often just like let out these awesome jokes that are like SNL worthy, and like they came out of nowhere and everyone would have a great laugh. Vienna Nolan was in there, Gabby Manzari.
Hannah Clark. Love me some Clark. Always see you at Starbucks too. Good luck with your flying. Don't crash into my house, please. Chloe Zervos, one of the coolest kids ever come through my classroom. Love, love, love. Bliss Plummer.
Or maybe it was the Jolly Green Giant, David Bentz. There's been a number of kids in this group, especially Ann Chang, who I've spent so much time doing NHD with. Back when Luke and Graydon and Teddy and I think Alan.
Layla Nyazi, Ava Ansel, Jay Nankowski, Luke Markowski, Mia Falbo, I already mentioned. I'm not giving you a double shout out. Austin Malley. The list goes on and on and on. I don't know who else to say because there's so many people. I got my people filming. I promised them. Eric Hart, great kid. Mia Beaumarriage, great kid.
You guys were awesome. I hope you guys have great luck going on into whatever it is you're doing next.
Oh, and Ryan Pastor, during the basketball game, I didn't foul you. I don't care what's in the yearbook. You were hanging on me. I mean, I was just that much more powerful than you.
And remember my expectation, and that's to make a difference in the lives of others every single day that you can. Love you, class. You're going to do great. Make me proud. Take care.
I wish you the best of luck. I'll see you at graduation. I'll be the one crying.
I wish you guys the best of luck. If you ever need anything when you're in college, reach out. I'm always here for you guys. May the force be with all of you. See ya.
You just take one moment at a time and you try to make the next best decision. That's it.
Wow, that was crazy. I haven't seen Mrs. Bonai in years. In fact, I haven't seen a lot of people in years. What is everyone doing now?
I'm going to Arizona State University for photography.
I'm going to Slippery Rock for pre-position assistant studies.
West Virginia University, engineering.
I'm going to Bethany College, and my current major is integrated media and marketing.
I'm going to Penn State Altoona, and I'm going for media production.
I'm going to UNC Wilmington, and I'm undecided.
University of Akron for criminal justice studies and criminology.
I'm going to Youngstown, and I'm majoring in Spanish.
I'm going to Youngstown State University for mechanical engineering.
I'm going to Chatham University. I'm doing media as my major, and I'm playing lacrosse.
I'm attending the University of Colorado Boulder, and my major is media production.
I'm going to Penn State, main campus for meteorology.
I'm going to Pitt to study studio arts.
I'm going to Penn State.
I'm most likely going to RMU, and I'm undecided.
I'm going to Penn State for mechanical engineering.
I am going to Slippery Rock University to study early childhood and special education.
I will be attending Youngstown State University for early childhood education.
I'm going to Kent State, and I'm majoring in business.
We're both going to Penn State, and we're both business majors.
And we're going to be best friends in 10 years. We already planned out our life, and we decided that in 10 years, when Kara and I get married, we are getting a pretty nice house. We're going to live together. We're going to get pregnant at the same time. We're going to have
kids at the same time. We're going to be soccer moms together.
In 10 years, I see Britton being like super successful and like having a really high paying job.
In 10 years, I see Cassie being in her residency for being an orthopedic surgeon.
Well, this has definitely been quite the trip down memory lane, but overall I'd say we had a pretty good senior year.
So freshman year, I was walking up the stairwell, and it was like the second day of school, and I was surrounded by like all seniors. And I had coffee in my hand, and I tripped up the stairs, face planted, and spilled coffee everywhere, and I had nobody around to help me.
My worst school memory was probably in middle school. We were doing Shrek Jr., the musical, and someone had a heart attack during the show, and everything stopped, and yeah, it was pretty bad.
So my worst memory from school ever was back in middle school whenever I was in the spelling bee, and I was all pumped up. I was like, all right, spelling bee, I'm finally in. So I reviewed the words a bit, and I got up on stage. First word, it was contestant. Yeah, it was contestant, and I got it wrong. And I was the second person out, so that was pretty embarrassing.
My worst memory was when Ryan Pastor came to my lunch and smashed my meatballs. And it went all over the place. It went on the walls.
My worst high school memory was when I was in Apes and I went to the bathroom and had no toilet paper and had to call Julia Scarton to come help me.
Easily, my worst senior memory is definitely the whole month of December.
My worst memory of senior year was December.
My worst memory of senior year is the entire month of December. My worst memory of my senior year was probably December. Just all of it.
My worst memory is when I was in first grade, I pulled out this kid's chair because someone dared me to, and then he hit his neck on the chair, and it was a really big deal, but it was all good.
My worst memory from school is all of middle school. Every part of it sucked.
My worst school memory was whenever my pants fell down in 4th grade.
My worst school memory is when the power outlets went out and there was no AC in the school.
My worst memory was in 6th grade when I was running to the bus stop and it was really icy and I ripped my leggings and had a hole in my pants. The whole bus saw, and then my mom had to drive me to school. I was crying.
My most embarrassing memory from anything in school is when in 7th grade social studies in Mr. Mayolo's room, Brooke Matthews didn't know where the continent of Africa was. I'm sorry, Brooke, but I did say I would bring this up in senior year, and I'm keeping that promise.
I'm just so thankful for the opportunities that Peters gave us to bring us here together. Seriously, thank you.
As friends united.
Here.
We.
Sing.
To.
Peters.
Township. High. Through.
Honor. Love. And.
Loyalty.
Our.
Pride.
Will.
Never. Die. Memories.
Of. The.
Red. And. White.
Are.
In. Our. Hearts.
With. You.
Peters. High.
Our. Alma. Mater.
Ever.
Faithful.
And.
Always.
True.
Well, this has been fun, but...
Are you serious? What do you mean? How am I ever gonna What are you talking about? That's not right! You are nothing! That is not fair! I've given everything! Everything!